Camp 4, baby. Just about to leave Camp 4, cross the road into Camp 5. Let's see what it's like. Alright, Camp 5, baby. Haratalulu, as it's more commonly known. Camp 5. Alright, around the corner, all goes well, we should have the Camp 5 commissary. Boom, there it is. Yeah, hasn't changed much. Let's go have a look around. Road before, baby. Trees are still green, house is still white. Let's have a look at the Reed residence. Sterling still there. Check it out. Woo! Playground on the corner. Not that we ever used to play there. Alright, Magnus, Andreas, this is for you guys. Get back to the school later. Might have to go to my house at some point. That be the Andersons. Let's go check out the Shirtlift residence. That'll be just in there. Looks empty. I think I might have to walk the back way from my house to that house at some point. All these paving stones look like they've been worn nice and smoothly. Road before rec center. And we're gonna park right here. Right, a little walk through over here. And that'll take us right to the back of our old house. Looks like they've built it up a little bit. And just around the corner here, we've got 1606. That bedroom up in the corner. Look at that. And walking down Al Sarwat 1606. The old house. Looks like they put some more air conditioning units outside. Lots of cables coming down. That Indian almond here has been replaced, or it looks like it's dead, with bougainvillea growing all over it. Yeah, that was it. This little random center that never opened when we lived here still seems to be unopened. All the floor work is getting very run down. The fountain's been filled in. I've seen a lot of fountains being filled in at the moment. Yeah, everything's getting really worn down around here. I think pretty soon this will be the forgotten corner. I've noticed a lot of fountains and little planted areas that were definitely planted before have all just been filled in. I've been quite neglected. It's definitely not in its prime anymore. Yeah, looks, everything's just a bit bare and broken and left to its own devices. There weren't people living here. This would almost qualify as being a bit of a ghost town. Alright, I'm just walking from my old house to the Shirtlift residence. Almost at my destination. The buildings are all here, but everything's extremely run down. It is incredible. It's just not been maintained. I mean, all these little flower beds were full of flowers before, and now they're just empty, broken, discarded. Broken bin. But this is it. This is the destination. Get to this little cut through here, and on our left hand side we'll find the old Shirtlift residence. And there you have it. Home sweet home. See the back of our school, and as you can see in the foreground, brand new aerial tower, probably for all the cellular coverage. Now the building seems to have been built behind the school, but that is definitely the back of the school. Yes, and this little playground here. Won't talk about this too much because I think this might have involved an arrest at some point. Alright, driving between Camp 5 on the right, Rodwell 4 on the left, and that means that this school on our left right coming up is the old international school. Definitely changed a little bit. It's changed a hell of a lot, but that'll be it. There's the auditorium. Back there. Awesome. Alright, just crossed the traffic lights. I've got Camp 4 on my right, Rodwell 7 on the left. When I was last here in 2000, this is where the international school had moved to. It's not called the Al-Hassan International School. Alright, for those of you guys who recognize this is the old ring road in Al-Samari. What I've noticed is that there seems to have appeared an international school in Al-Samari. It's coming up on my left. The Rodwell International School. Interesting. Let's go off the ring road for a little bit. And let's have a look at a fairly typical housing bit. Yeah, that does definitely look like Al-Samari. How amazing is that? Alright, this is the main road going into the Royal Commission. Got Camp 2 on my left over there, and Al-Samari on my right. And coming up these traffic lights at our, let's say 10-11 o'clock, we're going to have the tent. We all remember the tent? Of course we do. There is the tent with a beautiful Royal Commission headquarters right beside it. How awesome is that? And why don't we go and have a look in Camp 2 and see what that really looks like. Harat Al Yahoo is what it's meant to be. But yeah, Camp 2. Still got the sloping roofs. Still got the same white and brown. Loving it. Let's see if they've filled in the pools like they have in Camp 4. Ah, but maybe we'll stop and have a look at the commissary, see what that's all about. I'll be back. Camp 5, baby. Camp 5 seems to doesn't seem to have suffered as much of the as Camp 4 and Rodwa 4 have. Still seems fairly the same. Houses seem to be maintained. Greenery all around. Yep, this is Camp 5. Alright, driving through Rodwa 4 on the Al Sarawat Road. This would be the road that would always take us home. Literally, a trip down memory lane. Coming up to a little playground, and then just around this corner over here, on our left-hand side, that is Madkhal 16. That was house number 6 at the end. Off to the commissary now. Alright, so this is Rodwa 7. This is a bit that stood empty for many years when we were living here. Never got around to carrying on with any work on it. Oh, I've just come out of it. This is on the high street that leads all the way to Al Samari after the traffic lights on our left, and the tent at the very far end. I've definitely been maintaining greenery around here. Alright, this is Rodwa 8. So this is also being built whilst we were still here. Never opened up. It stood empty for ages. No work being done on it at all. And I guess they finally opened it up, and this is what it looks like. Fairly newish buildings. Put some effort into the greenery as well. Seems to be maintained and seems to be occupied. Although looking at some of these wooden shutters, maybe they've seen better days. But how bizarre, this entire neighborhood stood empty or unfinished. Just stood still for years. I'm glad to see they finally finished this bad boy off. Nice to see people living here. It's actually quite a pretty neighborhood. Alright, Rodwa 7 on my left, Rodwa 4 on my right. There's a little bridge, a little cut through. We used a lot. And then at these traffic lights, so left you go back to Rodwa 4 main entrance and Camp 4, Camp 5, sorry, right. Straight ahead, you kind of loop road through Rodwa 7. And the important thing here, coming up on our left-hand side, are the tennis courts, where we spent many an evening playing tennis. Tennis nets are gone. Courts look decrepit. Fence is all broken. But yeah, those are the tennis courts from Rodwa 7. Fancy that. And I was saying on the right hand side is Rodwa 8. This was left empty for as long as we can remember, but it seems to have been put in use now. Finished it. People living there. KFC, a Hardee's, a Fridays. Obviously they've all got drive-throughs, massive parking areas. So this is the area next to Al Samari, just a little bit across. At the time when we left, people had started building here, but it was pretty much houses of very different designs, all very different. And now we seem to have a bit of a language institute here as well, which is great. and preparatory year. But otherwise, all this housing does look to be identical again. I mean, this is the area, for those of you guys that remember, that used to be completely barren apart from all the roads. Yep, this was our training ground for driving. Flag down random people driving by, hitch a lift, ask if we could drive their car. Surprisingly, they'd say yes. And we'd come to this massive expanse of empty road networks, and we drive. Even letting us do handbrake turns and donuts in their car. Yeah, I guess we're probably setting the wrong kind of impression. Bunch of young Western lads driving, people asking to drive cars. But nope, that's what it was. But yeah, so all these roads are here, as well as all this housing and lots of speed bumps. So if I'm not mistaken, going straight on will eventually take us to Alsamari. We'll find out. Yep, straight on does indeed take us to Alsamari. This is where the road we're about to cross is the road we always come back on from the beach. So if we're going to Alsamari, we take a left from this road, so in this case straight ahead. Otherwise we go take a right, and that'll take us all the way down to Rodwa 4. Lots of trees on that road now, and that road's definitely changed. I'm gonna have to go and explore that a bit more. So on the left hand side we've got all the, that used to be the bachelor accommodation, bordering on Alsamari. Road does a small bend, and then we get to a T-junction if I'm not mistaken. And then this takes us to the ring road in Alsamari. Yep, this is the ring road. Lots of shops here now. Apparently there is a dive shop around here somewhere. Maybe I should check that out. Anyway, back soon. Alright, this is the main street leaving Royal Commission, so tent is behind me. I'm heading out. Remember, this used to come to the main road, I guess the main highway that went to downtown Yanbu left, Jeddah on the right. Now it's just another road within the city of Yanbu. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Sorry, gonna take a quick right turn here. So this was the old road going to Jeddah, and again now it's just a road within Yanbu. There's not many buildings on my left, but there are still some. Anyway, I'm heading over to Lake Yanbu. Catch you there. Alright, so I don't know if anybody ever remembers Lake Yanbu, right in the smack dab middle of nowhere. It's a bit of arid land with a little bit of an oasis in it. Well, this is Lake Yanbu now. They're kind of calling it Yanbu Lake, but they've basically got the bodies of water there, and they've just turned the whole thing into this lush playground-like area, which I guess is great for families sitting down, chilling out. They've got lots of trees, lots of grass. So that's Lake Yanbu, or now it's known as Yanbu Lake. Again, very green, lots of actual grass, real grass, lots of trees. So this is what has become Lake Yanbu. And then straight ahead, that's where all the refineries start. I'm not sure how much videoing I'll be doing over there, but that's it. And here we are driving through Camp 2. Again, slanted roofs, black and white, brown and white. This is still the same place. Got a big martial arts defense club here, but wait for this. As soon as we go around the corner here, Wait for it, be worth your wait. Right here on the corner, we have the Palace Coast Restaurant. Name's changed slightly, but it's still there. Might be a venue for tonight. Alright, not only does Yanbu have several flyovers now, we also have our own massive mall called the Donna Mall. Looks like it's still being worked on a bit, but this is the mall. I have not been in there yet. I'm about to go and find out. What do we think? Entrance 2 or entrance 3? Oh yes, I'm still driving past the mall. I guess entrance 2 looks a bit more prominent. Let's give that a go. Donna Mall. Alright, this is one of the New Haven neighborhoods driving through. Again, there's just a bit of a road network when we were here before, and now it's just turned into a complete residential area. Still looks pretty nice. Nice trees around. It's a green. Let's drive into one of these little estates and see what this mini estate's all about. Okay. Yeah. So again, this is all new. Exciting. Alright, so this is the road that used to take us back from the highway, and we take off to go back to Rodwa 4. It used to be barren road, nothing on the left, nothing on the right, and nothing in the middle. And as you can see now, it is completely built up. This is mental. So I've just taken the right turn from the highway to drive down that road which used to take us to Rodwa 4. And as you can see, this road is now fully built up. There's houses on the left, there's houses on the right, and there's just loads and loads of trees on both sides of the road and the middle. Again, this is the road that used to take us back to Rodwa 7 and 4, which will be coming up on our left hand side after we pass the hospital, which we haven't passed just yet. But it's amazing how this is completely filled up now. 20 years ago, there was nothing here. It was just sand on either side of the road and in the middle of the road. Absolutely phenomenal. Alright, so I've got Alsamari on my right. I've got Rodwa 4 behind me. And this road is leading straight over towards the highway, where you'd take a left to go to Old Town, you take a right to go to Jeddah. Now, if you remember this, again, on my right, it used to be completely bare. In the middle of the road, it used to be completely bare. Now there's big, massive trees in the middle of the road. There's trees to the right.
Take the next right onto King Faisal Road.
And this is just insane how much this has changed. It really is.
Continue on King Faisal Road for 1 kilometer. Head west on King Faisal Road toward Prince Sultan, then turn left onto Prince Sultan Road.
Again, lots of trees coming up on the right. They've made a bit of a park over here. And yeah, now I'm kind of at the highway again.